supporting multiple inheritance. So then how this multiple inheritance can be achieved through your interface, we will discuss. Right? So multiple inheritance means what? When I have two base classes for a single child class. For example, in a layman example, you have your father and mother as your parent. That is your parent class. So the characteristics of your parents, maybe your father or mother, can be there with you. Right? If that is so, then it is called as multiple inheritance. From two different classes, you are trying to get the characteristics. So what is exactly the drawback in your multiple inheritance? Why Java can't support this? So I'll just show you an example directly. I'll share the screen here. The screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So how many classes are there here?
Three classes.
Okay, fine. So
Three.
two classes are there. Before your class demo, we have two classes. One is for sample, another one is for test. So now your demo class is going to extend both the classes. There is no possibility of extending two classes by a class. But simple for an example point of view, I'm trying to explain you like this. But there is no possibility to have two class extends in a one class. Right? So you can see here itself, it is showing an error. Only for example, I'm just showing like this. So when I have two classes for demo 6, means that what is inside demo 6 now? You imagine an object is there for demo 6. What and all is inside demo 6?
Show.
So there is two show methods is there. Right? This is also one of the base class. This is also one of the base class for your demo. And there are two show methods are there. Now I created the object for demo and I'm trying to call the show method. Which show method will be executed?
Ma'am, there will be ambiguity error, ma'am.
Yes. Any other answer? Any other answer from anyone?
No, ma'am, we'll get an error.
Yes, sure. So ambiguity error. You remember in your C++ we discussed about naming collision.
Yes, ma'am.
Remember?
Yes, ma'am.
So to avoid the naming collision only, we started using namespace.
Yes.
The same problem only here also. But here we can't use any namespace using namespace and all. But what is the problem here? If I have two parent class, both the parent classes having the same method, then if I'm trying to from the child class, the compiler will get confused that from which class the show method implementation should be considered, either from the test class or sample class. So this is the problem in multiple inheritance. To avoid this problem only, your Java is not explicitly supporting your multiple inheritance. First, this point is clear to everyone?
Can you repeat it again, ma'am?
Yes. So those join now, please listen. So first we started with the interface concept. So before knowing what is interface, we should know the concept of multiple inheritance. Why multiple inheritance is not being supported by Java. So example, so here I have using two class. One is sample class and test class. Both the classes are your parent. Can you please increase the font size? So let me continue. I'll keep increasing it. Okay, I'll try. So now you try to maximize your screen and you check. And once I stop sharing, I'll increase, and next while I'm sharing next time, I'll increase the font and show you.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So now I have two classes. So one is class sample and another one is class test. So both the classes are the super class. That is two super class or two base classes are there. For a two can be there. No, if I'm saying it is multiple, there can be more than two. Only for example, I'm using 2 classes here. So both are going to be your base class. This is not possible. One class can extend only another one class. It cannot extend 2 classes. Only for the example purpose, I'm used this. This is not possible for a class. So in case if a multiple inheritance is being supported, then you can have extends 2 classes. So sample and as well as test. So when I'm trying to have an object for demo, so demo will be an object. So you just imagine what will be there inside this. So what is there will be inside this will be 2 show methods. One is from sample and another one is from test. So now if I object for this, then through the object I'm trying to create. So which show method will be called? Yes, those who join now can give the answer. Yes, which show method will be called? Yes, give the answer. Am I not audible?
You're audible, ma'am.
Yes, give the answer. Which show method will be called?
We'll get an error, ma'am.
So means that ambiguity problem will come.
Yeah.
So why the ambiguity? Because the show method is implementation of the show method will be available. So now because of this problem only, your Java will not inheritance. Is it clear for everyone? This point is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
As from everyone, right? So I'll proceed.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Next, so how this problem can be overcome from your multiple inheritance? So to overcome this problem, I'm going to use the concept which is called as interface.
Interface.
So how this interface been defined and how this interface being used for overcoming the problem of multiple inheritance, right? So here you have to use, means that interface is nothing but a blueprint of a class. Similar to a class, you can have an interface, but there are certain rules or restrictions for an interface. Directly I'll go to the program and I'll show you the execution. So if yes, so how to define an interface? First, the interface have to be defined using the keyword interface. Can you see this? So instead of class, we are going to replace it with the keyword interface, followed by the name of the interface. And what and all can be inside the interface? Interface inside, you can have a variable and you can have a method declaration. So inside interface, you can have only the methods which are all abstract. What is mean by abstract method?
Ma'am, which we can define in other class, ma'am.
Means only the declaration
which
is possible.
Yeah.
The definition is not possible.
Not possible.
Right. So I'll just have a refine of your abstract class. So what is possible inside abstract class? I have a concrete method also. So
Yes,
concrete
ma'am.
method in the sense the method can have a definition also inside the abstract class.
Abstract class.
You remember, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So can you see this is your abstract class? So inside abstract class, one is the abstract method, only the declaration is there. Another one is the concrete method. So this is your concrete method where you can have the definition of the method also. But in your interface, you cannot have any concrete method. All the methods should be abstract by default. I didn't give any abstract keyword here. Right?
Yes,
But by default, it is abstract, static, and public. It's public, abstract, static method. You cannot have a concrete method at all. Whether you prefixed with the abstract keyword or not, it is by default abstract only. You cannot have any concrete method. So if I'm trying to write any of the definition inside this interface, so it's automatically throws an error. So interface abstract methods cannot have body. Means you cannot have any concrete method inside your abstract, interface. So that is the first point. And second one, you can have a variable, but by default, the variable is public static final. So final variable, we already discussed. I think you remember the final variable.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the use of final variable? Means it is a constant variable which you cannot modify its value by any of the classes who is going to use it. Even the same class also can't modify. So by default, this variable is static and final. So can I leave without initializing this? It will throw an error, says that it is expected. Because it is a final variable, you have to initialize the value here itself. Right? So these interface. So if you want to write interface, what is the rule for the interface? You have to start with the keyword interface followed by the name of the interface. So within the interface, you can have a variable as well as a method. But variables, by default, it is public, static, and final. And methods, by default, public, static, and abstract. So you cannot define any of the method inside an interface. First, this point is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, from everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So next, what is going to be the rule, the class which is going to implement this? So now, as for superclass inheritance, we use the keyword extends, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
here, as an interface, we are going to use the keyword implements. Because there is no definition of any method, you're going to implement the definition of that particular methods. So you have to use the keyword implements. So implements, the name of the interface I have given here. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
First rule, yes. The second rule, if I have 100 abstract methods inside the interface, all the 100 methods have to be defined by the class who implements this interface. Okay, 100 methods are there. I don't want to implement all the 100 methods. I'm just implementing only 50 methods. Then automatically the class will become. Yes, you think and give the answer. If I have 100 abstract method, I'm not defining or I'm not implementing all the 100 abstract method in the class which is going to implement it. Only 50 I have implemented. Rest 50 abstract methods are still inside the class. Then the class by default should be
Abstract.
Yes, that is right. So when you even have one method as abstract inside the class have to be abstract. So if I don't want to implement all the interface methods inside this class, then this class have to be abstract by default. Right? Abstract means you cannot create object for that particular class. Okay. The still more explanation about this I'll show you in the next example. So I'll just continue with this. Now, when you wanted to implement the methods which is inside the interface, here I have implemented, right? But still it is throwing an error. Why so? Can anyone? Because the methods inside the interface, by default, it is public,
Static.
abstract. So the method here, which is going class, also should be public.
Okay.
It should be public. If you are not prefixed it with public, it will be showing an error. Because in your interface, by default, this method is public. So the class which is going to implement the method also should be in public only. You have to prefix it with the keyword public. Otherwise, it will throw an error. The point clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now inside this method, I just printed a system.out.println method as test method. Then I have printed the A. What is the value of A? Where is this A?
10.
So this A is inside the. So I can use this inside the method here, or I can have a local method. Local method means the child can have its own method, right? So its child is having its own method. So inside this method also I can call or access your variable a. Anything is possible. So either you can access within the method, or you can have a local method, and within local method also you can access it. Anything is possible. There is no restriction to access it. Is it clear? The point is clear here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So I'll just remove this. Yes. So now I have a class demo where I'm going to create the object for my test class, and I'm calling the method M1. Now what will be the output here? What will be the output?
Test
10.
method A is equal to
Yes. The method test, and
the
output will be, the A value is
10.
10. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, fine. So any doubt until this?
No, ma'am.
Sure?
Yeah, ma'am.
From everyone, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'll just repeat it. If you wanted to have an interface, it should be prefixed with the keyword. I mean, it should start with the keyword interface followed by the name of the interface. Within the interface, you can have a variable as well as a method, but variables are by default public, static, final. So final variable cannot be modified by any of the classes who's going to implement that particular interface. So final variable need to be initialized. Bhavana, K. Any doubt? Okay. Methods are by default public, static, and abstract. So you cannot have any concrete methods inside the interface. Right? These are the rules for writing the rules for implementing class. The class which is going to use the interface method should use the keyword implements, then name of the interface should be given, and all the methods which is defined inside the interface have to be implemented inside the class which implements that particular interface, and the method which is going to be implemented should have the public key specifier. Because by default the methods are public inside interface, so the implementing class also should mention that particular method to be public, and it can access the variable, final variable, and it can make use of the final variable in the, and if you create the object for that particular class, and if you call the abstract method, it will implement the method body whatever is contained. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So next, so now we have to know about what is exactly if I have multiple inheritance concept. So what is multiple inheritance means? I need to have two base classes. So I'm just trying to have two base classes. So enter 2. So inside this, I'm going to have another variable a equal to 100 and another method void method. That same to same for your inter 1 and interface 2? Both the interfaces are same?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So I need to implement. So when you're considering implementation, you can implement more than one interface to a class. For extend, only
one.
But for an interface, it can implement any number of interfaces, no restrictions at all. So here, comma, how you can implement two interfaces, you have to use the keyword implements followed by the name of the interface, comma, next interface.
Okay.
Any doubt in this point?
No, ma'am.
Yes. So you can have any number of implementation. So why it is showing an error? Why it is showing an error?
Name collision, ma'am.
Name collision. Any
Not
other?
abstract, the test 3.
So which is exactly having a name collision? Whether
Interface.
method 1 is having the problem or the variable A is having the problem?
Variable A is having
Variable A, ma'am.
Okay. Remove this variable A and I'll just show you the method. Now Yes. What is the exact mistake? See the
Method is
name of
not
the method.
defined.
Ma'am, void method is not declared.
It's not abstract, ma'am.
See here, my
Yeah.
method name is here method 1 and here it is method. There are two different methods are there. It is not the same method. But I implemented only method 1, but I didn't
Yeah.
implement my
Method.
method. That is the error it is showing because it is not abstract. You have to override the method in
Into.
right? So now I'm going to have the same method name in both the interfaces. Now this is called as same name in both the interfaces. But whether now it is showing any collision problem?
No, ma'am.
No, why?
No, ma'am.
Any guess why it is not showing any collision problem here?
Static.
Because both are void. Sorry, method 1.
Both are the same method. The same thing only I showed you in multiple
Yeah.
inheritance also. Two classes were there. Two show methods were there. When I'm trying to call the show method, it will throw an error that which class implementation I have to consider. But here, which problem is not there? In both the interfaces, I have both the method with the same name, same signature, same return type. But it doesn't throw any problem because both the interfaces are not having any implementation. The implementation for this same method is done inside the child class only. So there is no ambiguity problem. How many implementation is there for method 1?
2.
See there, how many implement method 1?
One.
One.
Only one.
Everybody listening, right?
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes. So how many implementation is there for method 1?
One.
Only one.
Only one implementation is there. Only these two are the declaration. For declaration, there is no use at all because declaration means you cannot create object for the interface. So you cannot create anything over there. But the implementation class has the method implementation, the body of the method. So if I'm calling t.method1, which obvious method 1 will be called? Method 1 which is inside your test3
Test
will
three.
be called. So there is no confusion that whether this method is belongs to interface 1 or belongs to interface 2.
Test two.
So it can belong to any of the interface, but the implementation is only one implementation.
Okay.
So through which you can overcome the problem of ambiguity error. It again. Yes. So I'll repeat it. I have two interface. So one is interface 1 and another one is interface 2. So interface is nothing but it can have only the abstract method. There is no definition is allowed, right? So when you cannot have a definition, all the methods are by default, it is an abstract. The
Abstract.
class which is going to implement that interface. So class can implement any number of interfaces. There is no restriction, but a class can extend only one class, right? So when I'm implementing two interfaces, in both the interfaces, I'm having the same method name with the same return type and the same signature, right? So if that is so, in your implementation class, how much your method 1 should be? Can I have two implementation of your method 1? Can I write the same method again?
No.
Is it possible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. We can do it.
Okay, so I'll ask you a simple question. You have a folder, you will have a folder. Inside the folder, can I have two sample.txt file?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Can I have the same name for two files into a single folder?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Is it not possible, right?
Yes.
Same way, how within a same class can have the same name with two method in implementation?
We cannot have.
We can change signature.
Signature, if it is changed, there is no problem at all.
But
Then
it is the
that
same.
comes as your overloading method. Then there is no problem of any multiple inheritance concepts and all. If you have two different methods, there is no
Yes.
problem at all. See, if you have one is method 1, another one is method some other, another one name here. So there is no problem at all. If I have the same name with the same signature, same written type only, I'm going to have so many problems.
Mm.
You understood, Siddharth?
Yes, ma'am.
So can I have this same method 2 times implementation in the class?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
100% no.
No.
So only once you can have the same method implementation inside the class. So now how many implementation is available for method 1? There is only one time implementation is there. So if I'm creating an object and if I'm trying to call that method 1, so only once the method implementation can be called. So there is no ambiguity here because there is only one implementation of that particular method 1 is available. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
1 second or 2 seconds, you just go through and you can clear your doubt. Still, I didn't explain you only about the method.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
I have a doubt, ma'am. When you go to test 3 and print the system.out.println A, what will be the output, ma'am?
Come again. I need to have a test 3.
No, ma'am. You get into test 3.
Ah.
In that method 1, you are going to print A.
Mm.
What will be the output, ma'am?
Yeah, I'll explain that. Now only I'm talking about method. When I'm coming to variable, I'll explain it.
Okay, ma'am.
Next, I'll show you how you have to call.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. So in this particular thing, any doubt? Is it clear?
Ma'am, within interface, the variable,
Ah.
ma'am, by default, the variable is public, static, and
Final.
final.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
So final means you have to, and you cannot change that value of the particular variable throughout the program.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Shall I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now this is clear, I think so. So now even if I have another one interface also, even if I can have another one interface, so where I can have interface 3, where I can have the same method. Inside that I'm declaring a method void method 1, and even I can implement that interface also here. So still there is no problem because only one implementation of that particular method is happening. Even if you have 10 interfaces, 10 interfaces is also having the same method, method 1. Then how many implementation for all the 10 methods are there? Only one implementation. So there is no problem at all. Where you can achieve your multiple inheritance concept. Will not support multiple inheritance through classes, but it can support multiple inheritance through interfaces. I think this is clear for everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, next to use the variable, I have both the variables here with the same name. Now, I wanted to print the variable here as I showed you in the last example, system.out.println of A. So now which A will get printed? What error it is showing here? You can see. Obviously it is
Ambiguous error.
Ambiguous error. The screen is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So it is ambiguous error. Now by default, I told you the variable will be public, static, final.
Final.
Right? Public means outside the interface also anybody can access it. Final means you cannot change the value. You need to initialize the value in the interface. What does mean by static?
We can access by class name or interface, ma'am.
Yes, that's it. If it is a static method or static variable, it can be accessed using the class name. But here instead of class, what I'm using here?
Interface.
Interface. So I can access it using the interface name. So INTR1 means this A will print the first interface A value. If again I want the second variable also to be accessed, then I can access it using I can access it using interface 2.a. Right? So I didn't give any variable as static here. Right? Did I prefixed with static keyword?
No.
But by default, it is static. If a variable is static, it can be accessed
Using
name
the
of the
class name.
class. So
Mm.
here there is no keyword class, but instead of class keyword, I'm using the interface
Interface.
keyword. So using the name of the interface, I'm accessing the variable.
Mm.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So now if I execute the program, what will be my output? Can you see the output?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first one value is 10 and another one value is
100.
100. Any doubt in this? I think those who are asking the question for variable, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall I repeat it again? If you have a variable inside an interface, the same variable name inside two interfaces, if you're trying to call it in the implementation class, obviously it will throw an ambiguity error. How to overcome that problem? Because the variable is by default static, you can access that particular variable using the name of the interface. So if you are using name of the interface, the ambiguity error will be avoided. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No, I think so. Yes, good. So this is about what is interfaces and how the multiple inheritance can be achieved through the interfaces, right? And how you can access the method and variables. So next concept, what we are going to do it. Now, as I told you, interface, right? So interface means it is going to have a complete abstract methods. So if complete abstract methods are there, that is 100% abstraction is achieved through your interface, because all the methods are by default abstract, right? So 100% abstraction is achieved. So can I create an object for an interface? Is it possible to create an object for an abstract class?
No, ma'am. Can't create.
So is it possible to create an object for an interface?
No.
No, ma'am.
Don't think at all. If it is an
It's
abstract
abstract
class,
method.
you cannot create it. Means interface is 100% abstract.
Abstract.
So obviously you cannot create
Object.
object. But can I create a reference variable?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So I can create a reference variable. Through the reference variable, I can access the object of your base class. So this class test is going to act as a base class. And this interface inter1 and inter2 is going to act as a super class. Right? But explicitly, I cannot use any super or something because there is no constructor, is not possible to use inside the constructor. Only two things is allowed inside an interface. One is variable, another one is method.
Method.
So you cannot have any constructor or anything else is not possible. So you cannot create object of
Object.
that. But you can create a
Reference variable.
that through which you can access the object of your child class. Simply for an example, understanding, I'm saying it is child class, right? So now if I'm calling t.method1, which method will be accessed here? You remember, right? Superclass reference variable accessing the object of subclass.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, right? So the same thing only is happening here. Instead of superclass, I'm having an interface here. So through the interface, I'm trying to access the object. So whether t.method1, what will be the output? Whether it will be same or different?
Same, ma'am.
Same, ma'am.
It will be same only. There is no difference. Right. Now I have a local method inside this. I have one local method. So which is belongs to only to a test. Right. So this is method which is belongs only to test. Now can I call this method using t.meth?
No, ma'am.
Is it possible?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No. So you know the reason why it is no. Because this local method cannot be accessed by the superclass variable. As we discussed your dynamic dispatch,
Yes, ma'am.
or as we discussed your superclass reference variable, same concept remains for your interface also. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I think it's from everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So for an interface, you cannot create an object because interface is 100% abstract. You cannot instantiate. You cannot have any interfaces and all. So you can instantiate the class which is implementing the interface. So you can have a reference variable for the interface. Through the reference variable, you can point to the object of the class which implements that interface. And through that reference variable, you can access the method only which is available inside that particular interface. Right? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Any other doubt regarding this?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, when we accessed with inter1's object, it still printed inter2 of A. So that is okay.
See here, I'm calling the object. My object is of test3 only. So what is inside test3 only? It is going to access by this reference variable. Your inter1 is the reference variable, right?
Yeah.
Which is going to point to your test3.
Yeah.
So what is inside test3?
Method 1.
There is a method for inter1 also, inter2 also. All the method implementation is inside that.
Yeah.
I'm accessing the object of test3 only. I'm not accessing the object or anything related to interface 1. Just I'm using this as a super class variable to access to the test3. But this is inside your test3 class, which has two super classes over there. That is interfaces there. So trying to call the object of test3. Test3 is a child of interface 1.
Yes.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then what is the problem to access that? Through one of the parent. I cannot write two parent name also here. I cannot write like this. Is this possible?
No.
No. So I have to either use one of the parent reference variable to access the object of that child.
Ma'am, like suppose inter2 had a different
Yeah, either inter2 also you can use.
No, if it had a different method and you had one separate implementation for that, you cannot access.
You need to have another one method for inter2. Yes. So I'll just show you this also. So
Okay.
inter2, and in this you have to implement that method also. So public void method right. So it's an empty implementation. Now when I'm trying to call through inter1, now t.meth.
Yeah.
Yes. Is it possible?
No. There's an error. No?
Because your inter1 doesn't know the batch.
Okay.
It is only knows a method which is declared inside that. It doesn't know the method which is declared inside your interface 2. Means that it is again a local method for it.
Okay, but inside that method, if you're using inter2's variables, it's okay.
Here this test3 is having two methods. Then if you are having your inter2 here, then inter2 no two methods are there inside it. So it is possible to access method 1 also. It is possible to access method also.
Okay.
So for inter2 superclass variable can access the method because it knows that it is having two methods.
Okay.
But inter1 knows only it has only the method method 1. So it doesn't know anything about METH. Access it.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Any other doubt?
No, ma'am.
Shall I proceed?
Yes.
Yes. So this is the explanation about how your interface, how you can access the, define the interface and how the interfaces can be implemented in a class and how the variables can be accessed and how you can have a reference variable to access the object of the implementation class. Next what we are going to discuss. Can two or more class implements the same interface? Yes, Tejashwini, you can have any number of classes which implements any number of interfaces. You can have another class called test5. In that class can also implement the interface 1 and interface 2.
Okay.
Any number of class can implement any. Yes. So the next concept what we are going to discuss. So we discussed about how to define the interface and how to implement the interface and what is the example. Inheritance is achieved through the interface. And next, how the accessing through the interface reference variable is completed. And next is partial implementation. So what does mean by partial implementation? As the starting itself, I told you, if I have 100 methods in the interface, but I don't want to implement all the 100 methods, I will be implementing only 50 methods. Then obviously the class should be abstract. So there is no other option. So how can I make object for that particular class? There is no possibility of making any object. But what can I do? I can have another one class. I'll just show the execution itself. Okay. So an interface. So directly I'll use this. Right. So I have an interface where there is 2 methods are there. To implement one method, I'm implementing only one interface. Right. Yes. So now what is the problem here? By default, this is abstract. Because how many methods are there in this interface?
2 methods.
2 methods. But how many methods are
Only one.
So obviously this will become now
Abstract.
abstract. So can I create object for an abstract method?
No, ma'am.
Can you see the error here?
Yes,
Can
ma'am.
I create an object for an abstract
No,
class?
ma'am. No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
100%
I say
no.
no.
So now if I wanted to access these methods implementation, then what can I do?
Extend this class.
Yes, I will have another class. So any class I can have. So some class I'm writing. So where I'm going to extends this test3. Then within this, I'm going to implement the another method. Right. So what is the method? Void meth. So within this, I'm going to implement this method. So now can I create object for sample?
Yes,
We
ma'am.
can create.
So sample new sample. Right. So now through that, I'm calling method M1, and that is method 1 and meth. Both the methods can be accessible from this object.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, because this sample is having the complete implementation of test3.
Okay.
So inside test3, I have the method which is called as method 1.
Method 1.
And inside sample, I have the meth method. So through this base class, I can access the super class.
Okay.
Is this clear? So this is called as partial implementation. If any of the class who is going to implement the interface is not implementing all the methods from that interface, then that particular class will become abstract. You cannot create an object for the abstract class. But how if I wanted to use that method means, then I can have another class which extends that abstract class and it's not been implemented by that particular abstract class, then through that class object, you can access the rest of the method implementation. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear for everyone? Yes. So once you go through after the session, if you get any doubt, you can send the message. I'll clear your doubt. No problem. So next, so after partial implementation, next concept is interfaces can extend another interface. See this diagram, you can have a easy understanding. A class can extend another class. A class can implement an interface. One interface can be implemented or any number of interfaces.
Any number.
So you can implement any number of example, I'm just showing a class implements an interface. An interface extends an interface. An interface can extend any number of interfaces. Please clearly understand what I'm saying. One class can extend only one more class.
Okay.
One class can implement many number of interfaces. One interface can extend any number of interfaces. One class can extend many number of interfaces. So means you're able to understand. Here I'm using extends interface 1. I can have comma interface 2 also. This is only possible for interface. This is not possible for class. Right? I'll show you this example. So can you, there is an interface which is having two methods, M1 and method 2. Is it visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So which is having two methods here, method 1 and method 2. So here I have another one interface which extends first interface. That is interface 1. Right? So what is inside your interface 2 now? How many methods are there inside the interface 2?
Only 3 methods, ma'am.
How many methods?
3 methods are there,
3
ma'am,
methods.
total.
Sure? Sure, 3 methods are there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, because first interface is having 2 methods.
Yes,
The second
and it has
interface is having 1
its own
method. But
method.
the second interface extends the first interface.
Interface.
Means that these 2 methods also belongs to interface
2.
right? So
Yes,
can I
ma'am.
have one more interface also? In case I can have intr3. So inside that I can have one method void method 4. Right? I want the same method 4 also inside your interface 2. So
Comma
can I-
interface 3.
Yes, I can write interface 3. Is it possible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
is the same thing is possible inside your class? Can
No,
I
ma'am.
extend 2 class?
No.
No way. A class can extend only one
One
class,
class.
but an interface can extend more than one
One
interfaces using comma separation.
Yeah.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So this is the example. I'll back to the example. So here your interface is 2 is going to have 3 methods by total. And there is a class called my class, which is implements only interface 2.
Interface 2.
No need to implement interface 1 because already interface 1 methods are inside your interface
Interface 2.
2. So how many methods totally it need to implement?
4.
Only 3 methods, right? Method 1, method 2, method 3.
Okay.
Right? So how many methods it's need to implement?
3.
3 methods. So one is method 1, method 2, method 3. Then inside your class, we created the object for that particular class and I accessing method 1, method 2, method 3. So now what will be the output? Can you see implementation method 1, method 2, method 3?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So you understood? So one interface can extend
Many number of interfaces.
any number of interfaces. So can it implement any interface? Can I use implement keyword in interface? You should not think. Immediate answer I want. Whether
ma'am.
an interface
No, ma'am.
implements another interface.
No.
Yes.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am, it is not implement.
Yes,
only
100%
extends.
no, because implementation means I'm going to write the definition of the method. So inside interface, I cannot write any definition. So obviously interface cannot implement any interface. It can only extends the another interface. But a class can extend another class. How many class can be extended by a class?
1.
Only one.
Only one class. How many class? I mean, one class can implement how many interfaces?
Many.
Only.
Yes.
Yeah, many, ma'am.
Any number of interfaces can be implemented by a class, but it can extend only one class further. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
take a second and go through this. You have your material in your WhatsApp. I already shared. You can go through that, and if you have any doubt, you can discuss. So now we'll move to the next concept. Shall I?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure from everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
I think everybody are listening and there is no doubt the future, I mean, for the concepts, whatever we discussed
ma'am.
so far. So can we go to the next one, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So the next concept is a class extends and implements. Means I'm going to have a class which is going to extend one class and it is going to implement another interface. So example. So how many interfaces are there?
Two.
How many?
Two interfaces.
Two interfaces are there. So interface 1 and interface 2. So inside that I have two methods. Method 1, method 2. And interface 2 I have only
Method 3.
one method.
Okay.
Method 3. Right? Yes. Next I have a class which is called as my class, which implements interface
2.
2. Only one interface it is
Yeah.
implementing, which means it need to implementation of method 3 alone.
3. Okay.
Right. Next, I have one more class which is called as demo, which extends my class and implements the interface
Interface 1.
1. You try to understand this first. I have two interfaces, interface 1 and interface 2. Inside interface 1, I have two methods. Inside interface 2, I have another one method, which is called as method 3. I have a class which implements only one interface, that is called as interface 2. So I have only one method. So only one method implementation is sufficient inside my class.
Class 1.
Right. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Next, I'm going to have one more class which is called as demo. So in demo class, I'm going to extend my class, which is already implementing the interface 2.
Interface 2.
And again, I'm implementing the interface 1. So totally, how many methods is possible inside demo?
3, ma'am.
3 methods.
Yeah.
So how it is 3 methods? Through interface, I'm getting method 1 and method 2.
Two.
Through my class,
class
I'm
one.
getting
Method 3.
method 3. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, from everyone. Right. So I'm just implementing method 1 and method 2 because method 3 is already implemented by your my class, and my class is being the super class for my demo class. So I don't want to implement it. Can I implement method 3 also inside my demo?
No, ma'am.
See, can I have the implementation of method 3 inside the demo?
Yes, ma'am.
If I'm having the same method implementation, the super class and the base class, I mean super class and the child class, then it is called as what concept?
Method overriding.
Method
Overriding.
overriding. So here my method 3 is method overrided. Can you see it is already
Yes,
showing
ma'am.
overrided?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
can you have a overrided method also?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am. We
you can
have.
have overrided method also. Because your my class has been the super class for your demo class. Right? So now method 1 and method 2 is the, which is the method belongs to demo only. First, can I have the implementation and then can I have extends? First, can I have implements and then can I have extends my class 1? Is this possible?
No.
No. Whenever you're using extends and implements to the same class, first you need to use the keyword
Extends.
extends. Then only you can use the keyword implements.
Implement.
When you're using only implements, no problem.
No.
When you're using only extends, you're
Extends.
using only extends keyword, no problem. Right? But
Yes,
when
ma'am.
you're trying to use both the things in the same class, then First, you should use the extends
Extends
keyword
keyword.
followed by the
Implements.
Followed by the implements inter one. Right? So whenever you are going to use two keywords in a class, that is extends and implements, first you should use the keyword extend,
Extends.
then followed by the
Implements.
implementation, because you can have any number of implementation, but you can have only one
Extends.
extends for a class. So for that reason, first you have to use the extends keyword, then followed by the implementation keyword. This is the point you have to know about your extends and implementation regarding to a class. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Rest all is the same. Now my class has been to be the super class for demo. So whatever inside the my class, this is it. So through the object of demo, can I access method 1, method 2, method 3 also? Yes or no? Method 1 and method 2 belongs to demo itself, and method 3 is belongs to the
My class.
super class.
Yeah.
That is my class. So it is possible to access, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All the three methods it is possible to access. Any doubt in this? Just go through it. I'll go for the next concept. So next concept is nested interface. So what does nested means? One interface is within another interface. That is going to be the nested. So here your interface can be nested either within the interface or within the class. Either you can have interface within the another interface, or you can have one class within that you can have an interface. But what is the difference? Exactly. So I'll show you the difference. So here I have a interface which is nested with another interface. Can you see here? Is it visible for everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, good. So now the class testing implements the interface 1. So how it can implement the interface 1? That interface 1 is inside the interface
Test 4.
test. So you can have another one method also for this. So void method you can have. So this method is belongs to
Test 4.
test
Interface
4.
test 4.
Show method is belongs to
Interface 1.
1. Okay. Now my test class wants to implement only test 4. Right? So which method need to be implemented?
Only the method. Right.
Or METH need to be implemented. Is it compulsory to implement the show method?
No, ma'am.
No. It is like, you remember a package concept? Java.util.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, right?
Lambda.
So in case inside util there will be classes. Inside a folder, can you have another folder also? One folder can have another folder.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So one folder, new folder. Inside new folder, can I have another folder, new
Yes,
folder
ma'am.
also?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So if I wanted to access only the first folder, outer folder, it's like a package. So what you can access it, only the raw classes you can access. You cannot access explicitly the another package using the star keyword and all. If you want to, for example, I'm asking import java dot star, that import java dot. Is it possible to give like that?
Mm.
So what and all will be added if I give this star? The classes
Non-static
which is
classes.
inside the Java. Am I right? You're listening?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. The classes which is inside the Java will get added. Add the another package also here means util package also will get added? No, because that is a folder inside the another folder. So if you open one folder, you can access only the raw classes. You cannot access another folder. That is not possible. If you want to access the another folder, you should explicitly use the name of the folder. That is util. You understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, two interfaces here, test4 and another interface is inter1. If I'm trying to implement test4, I can only use the methods which is local for your test4. You cannot access the another interface method show. Is it clear?
Ma'am.
Yes. Now, if I want to use this inter1, how can I use it?
Comma inter1.
So I should use it outer interface dot inter1. Now this interface, that is inter1, is by default static and public. By default it is static and public. If it is static means what? You can access that particular thing using the class name. If this interface is a static means general rule for static is what? You can access
using the class name.
So what is the class name for this interface 1 here?
Test4.
Oh, so through that test4, I'm accessing the interface 1. Is it clear?
So only we're putting dot, ma'am. Like
Yes,
test4 dot.
because this is test4 is going to act as a class name. You cannot put like this. You cannot write like comma test4. It will be throwing, it doesn't know anything. So how you can use both the interfaces if you want to use, you can use test4. Again, test4 dot inter1. So you can use two interfaces now.
Okay.
So you can use the method test4 also, and you can use the method show also inside testing. Is it clear?
Yes,
now
ma'am.
Two interfaces also I can use like this. But if you want only to use the inner interface, then you have to use the class name dot that interface. Is it clear?
Using two interface, we're writing it as test4 dot.
If you want to use the outer interface also, then you wanted to use the nested interface also. Then you say that outer interface is test4, comma, for inner interface you should use test4 dot interface 1. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you can use both the methods, meth and show also. If you want only the inner interface, then you have to use the name of the class dot the interface name, and only the method inside interface 1 you can use it. You cannot use METH because it is the outer interface method.
Ma'am, if in case there is another interface, that is interface 2, here we can put comma test dot interface 2. That is right, ma'am.
In case you have another one interface within the same class itself, then you can write comma test4 dot interface 2. If in case another interface is outside here, it is not nested.
Okay.
Then if you have int2, I'm just putting here. So next, if you want to use that, you just put comma and the name of the interface.
Got it.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any other doubt? Okay. So what is the point here you wanted to remember? The interface which is nested inside an interface, by default it is static and it is public and it is static by default. Right. Now, when I'm using a class, instead of interface, I'm using a class. I can nest a interface within a class also. Right. So within a class, I cannot have any static, I cannot have any method declaration. So it should be an abstract method. I can nest an interface. Now, what is the difference to this? The accessing method is same. There is no difference at all. You have to access through the name of the class because this interface is static. But you can have any different types of specifiers for this inner interface. It is not by default public. It is by default only static. Either you can have protected or you can have private or you can have public. Any specifier can be allowed for an interface which is nested within a class. If it is nested within an interface, if you have an interface, if you try to change it from public to protected or a private, can you see it is throwing an error? Is it throwing an error?
Yes, ma'am. It is.
Yes. So what you cannot do, if an interface is nested within an interface, only it
Public
can
only.
be public. It cannot be any other specifier. But if it is nested within a class, you can have either public or protected or private. Only that is a difference. Rest all the same. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you take your time, you go through it, you go through the material, and if you have any doubts, you can send the message. I will clear your doubts. Nikita?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So all the concepts is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Anybody else? Any doubt is there? Fast. So we started with interface. So interfaces, why you wanted to have an interface? Because multiple inheritance is not supported by Java explicitly. So to what is the problem in multiple inheritance? Because of ambiguity. Ambiguity is a problem. So to avoid that, your Java is not using. Ma'am, if you want to extend the nested interface. Nayana. So she's asking if she wants to extend. So if you have another class here, you have another class, some class I'm giving, you can extend your testing class. This is your doubt, Naina? If you want to extend the nest, you can have. Is this you're asking, Naina? So if you want, the question is, ma'am, if you want to extend the nested interface, yes, you can extend the nested interface using the keyword extends, but you have to use the name of the class dot the interface name. This is possible, Naina. Right, so you can have an interface. So interface is going to overcome the problem of your multiple inheritance. And inside the interface, you can have a variable and a method. By default, the variables are public, static, final, and by default, the methods are public, static. You cannot have any constructor for an interface. You cannot implement any method inside the interface. You cannot create object for the interface, but you can have a reference variable for the interface. This is the rule for an interface. If you want to implement any interface inside the class should use the keyword implements followed by the name of the interface. And the rule for that particular class is that it should implement all the methods which is defined inside the interface. If that particular class don't want to implement all the methods, then by default that class need to be abstract. You cannot create object. Then you can have one more class which extends that particular superclass and implements all the method, and you can further go on. So your interface is used for overcoming the problem of multiple inheritance by using abstract methods. It's clear for everyone. If you have any doubts, you can send a message. Now go through the concepts. So thank you. Any further doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Then you go through it, and if you have doubts, you can ask. So thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.